Hi everybody, thanks for watching. I want to speak today to decision makers, probably leadership teams or administrative teams. And I want to talk to you about data for just a second and how I think that it can and is a huge piece, underutilized piece that we can really use to change what's happening in classrooms. I think one of the worst things we do as educators, especially in a leadership role, is we share the end results. You know, so many students percentage passed this test, so many percentage didn't. Our attendance rate is this percentage, and our attendance rate is not. Our graduation rate is this percentage, or it's not. That's all important. I'm not minimizing that. What I'm saying is the growth or fall along the way are far more critical than the end result. Okay? There's a reason that athletes measure heart rates and they measure their pulse and they measure how fast they're running a mile today by how much they ran it yesterday, by how much they'll run it tomorrow. They don't wait and just get on the marathon and go, well, let's see how it goes. So my question to you as leaders is, what are you doing with the data along the way? And what are you doing with the data that you get and breaking it down into the small pieces? Because see, that's where I think learning really happens. I don't think it ever did me it didn't do me well as a teacher to hand back a student's test and say, well, you got a D or a C or an F or an A, it didn't matter. What I did best was have them break apart the question to understand, did you get that wrong because you read it wrong? I read it too quickly, I didn't understand the question, or I did not know the answer. I read it correctly, and I didn't know the answer. Because that data is way more important to me as a teacher than it is whether they got it right or wrong. Knowing that they didn't understand the question empowers me to know that I have to teach that in a different way. Knowing that our student growth data didn't grow in 4th grade, but yet it grew in 2nd and 3rd, lets me know where I need to put my focus. So my invitation to those of you that are living in the data world, whoever you are in whatever position is, if you don't know how to read data, and I don't know where someone told us that because you all of a sudden become a principal, you're supposed to be really good at reading data. Get with a company that does. There's lots of companies like mine out there where we can really help you break apart that data in a way that's meaningful to assist your people that you're working with, your teachers, your students. It's really about using data as an opportunity to grow, not as an opportunity to attack. Check that, try that, and don't hesitate to reach out if we can help you. Thanks everybody for watching. Happy data digging.